Ugh, my hair's all crazy and everything. Still got a little bit of laryngitis, but it's mostly going away. Christmas Eve, I believe, I finished Kingdom of Courage and Cruelty by A.P. Beswick, the Levanthria series number 3. I gave it 5 stars. I did like it. Yeah, I finished it on Christmas Eve. So this story follows Orjan and Morgana, the sorceress from the first book. And Orjan is the knight that was Leith's knight. Leith was his squire, Orjan, who was also the one who was cursed in the second book. And so he's kind of reptilian in nature. Looks a lot like a reptile. It sounds like he's got a shell on his back, like as if he was a turtle or something. So he finds himself in this town whose name I already forgot. Anyway, Morgana is sent there by the king to see what the deal is, because this town is run by basically a gang called the Wyverns. And midway through the book, I kind of suspected that maybe the king of this land, Whistler is his name, is this Brayton that they're all, that's the leader of the Wyverns, and that they're all kind of scared of. But I wasn't sure, but I did kind of strongly suspect that it was him. Orjan is in the town. He's getting drunk again because they dropped him off at this town after Ulrich died, and his sister basically resumed his form and started terrorizing the seas. So he's getting drunk. People kind of shy away from him because he's green. He's got weird eyes. He's really tall, hunched over, really strong. And he gets into this, he sees these Wyverns that are attacking this boy and threatening him for money. So he comes to the boy's rescue because the boy reminds him of Leith, and kind of takes him under his wing. Well, of course, the Wyverns go and tattle, if you will, that they weren't able to get the money from the boy because this weird guy came and saved the boy. So they meet up again in the market when he goes with Rior, is the boy's name, to get some food for breakfast and everything, except they find him and they start threatening him. And so Orjan goes to save him again. He's taking on this like 9 or 10 individuals, Wyverns. And then Morgana sees it. She went out to explore or see what this is about or something. I don't remember exactly. And so she helps out, takes Orjan into the castle, learns his name. She's been having dreams about Leith killing her. And before he kills her, say, this is for Orjan. So she's kind of scared of Orjan. Like, she doesn't know what she does to Orjan that makes Leith come after her. So when she hears that this is Orjan, she like kind of freaks out for a minute, uses her magic on him and puts him down in the dungeons. And then she recovers her wits about her, and she goes down to the dungeons and she tells him she wants him to infiltrate the Wyverns, find out who this Brayton is, and help her take him down, basically. So he does that. He goes and he infiltrates them. They have the fighting pits where they have people fight for them to pay off their debts. Unfortunately, it's something that kind of is a huge cycle type thing. They end up incurring more debts despite trying to pay them off to the Wyverns. In the meantime, Morgana is in the castle trying to get to the bottom of what's going on, and she almost gets assassinated by this woman, Sparrow. After torturing Sparrow for a little bit, she eventually makes a deal with her and tells her to keep an eye on Orjan with the Wyverns. Orjan has become something of a henchman, I guess you could say. They're using him to hurt people that are not following the Wyvern rules and such. He doesn't want to, but he made a deal with them keep Rior and his adopted mother basically safe, and I will do this for you. So that's what he's doing. And there seems to be a lot of fluff in the story that might be important. I don't know, but this is the basics of the story. Morgana gets news that another group of people from her childhood that had burned her house down is terrorizing a village in this kingdom. And so she rides out with some of the soldiers to take care of them. These group of people, this nation is called the Babaraks. She goes out to them to find out, and she learns from one of the soldiers that have been fatally wounded that some of their guards have been infiltrated by Wyverns, basically, because Wyverns are helping the Babaraks take over that particular country. So she goes out, they find their camp, and she basically takes on the leader, remembers him from her childhood when he burned down her village and killed her father and sister. And she basically kills the leader of that. His daughter has sworn revenge on her, but they take off and head back to the capital. Knowing that the Babaraks are coming to take out the capital with the Wyverns' help. Although she doesn't know it's the Wyverns that are helping at that point. So she gets back to the capital. Sparrow finds Orjan in the meantime, and they get together with the resistance against the Wyverns. And he gets found out. And so they put him in the pit, and they grab Rior, and they grab his adopted mother, and they make him choose which one will die. And he decides not to choose. So the leader of the Wyverns, that's not Brayton, he's like third in command maybe, basically rips off the shell off his back. So basically like skins his back. Maybe a little bit of spine, it's hard to say. Morgana comes at that point because she wanted to find out where Whistler was going. Come to find out, yeah, he's Brayton. And he was going to check on his little pet. And so she goes after him. Up until this book, at least one of our main narrators has died. Neither Orjan nor Morgana die. Morgana saves Orjan by healing him, and right before the Babaraks attack and the Wyverns turn. So the townspeople, or the city people, the people, are fighting against the Wyverns and against the Babaraks. And the daughter of the leader that Morgana killed ends up going after Morgana, and then she recognizes her sister has been taken by the Babaraks and basically turned against her. So they let each other live, but they end up killing. Morgana ends up killing Whistler, Brayton, and then Orjan ends up killing the henchman that was basically his guard the whole time. So that's how that one goes. Morgana puts Orjan in charge of that city, and he accepts. People have more respect for him now, despite the fact that he looks like a lizard. And people are loyal to him. And then we find out at the very end that the king has died on the battlefield. And so number 4 is the next one we'll read, probably next year. My hope is I got one more week, not even that, less than one more week to get through these last few books. And then I can reach my 100 books for the year through Goodreads. So yeah, I did like the book. I just feel like I want to get through these stories quickly because I want to know how they end. But